I have a quick question regarding the two PCs scalability. Can you comment on does the performance depends on the number of participants in the city? How scalable it is?
So basically, it depends upon the query length. So linearly. So if the query length is high, then the time it will take to response will be higher. So suppose if you consider an average query and a length of 10. Length means v vector which we have generated. So then to answer that query, we will be needing around 0.57 seconds for an Android client. But if the size increase to 100, then it will increase to 2.67. So similarly is the case with minimum and range. And we see that since average is the easiest query in terms of the mathematical representation in the circuit, we see a much smaller latency in comparison to mean and range, which has typically used exponentials in their optimization functions.
All right, thank you. Other questions? Maybe there's still time for me to ask another question. So in the paper and also in the talk, you mentioned that you actually implement a sort of prototype Android application and deploy the sensing application. Can you describe that experience a little bit? What kind of experiments you did with that kind of implementation?
So we ported this EMP2 library to the Android application, and then we set a system where this Android client was using Wi-Fi where we select the start and the end location on the map. And based on the map, it will communicate this location to the server. And internally, on the client side, we will generate this V vector, and this information will be sent to the server, which is connected to a LAN. And then on that, we generate this. It will start this oblivious transfer and the function evaluation, and then it will respond the answer of the query to the client. And this however, we right now we have only fixed the query type. Like if you want to answer the average query, then both the client and the server will know that the query which need to be answered is average. So we are not hiding that information in the client server response.